What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel, Lunaria33. Today we're going to do a review and flip through on the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. This is by US Games. There's 200 cards in here. And before we get into the cards though, I just want to talk a little bit about the booklet here. It does talk briefly on fortune telling, specifically with tea, right? Because these are called the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. And it also gives you spreads in here, which I think is really cool and really neat. So some of the cards in here are the months, the 12 months. And here they have a specific spread for the year that you can use with those cards. Then towards the back of the book, it has more of an elaboration on the meanings of the cards. So on the card, you'll just have the words here or phrases that are in cursive. Is that cursive? Whatever font that is. And then a brief description or elaboration on that here. So I like that they add a paragraph in here on the cards instead of just what's already written on the card, if that makes any sense. Now, the other thing that came with the deck is this bag, which is really huge. I feel like it fits the whole box in here, but this came with the deck. And then this is what the cards look like inside. Let me just take these out 1 second. All right, so these are what the cards look like. It's fairly decent size. And like I said, there's months incorporated in here too, which are different colors. Here you have the months of the year that are purple, and then you have a green one. I think it's the houses. Yeah, Astro House. So you have 12 Astro House, and then obviously the 12 months in the year, and then the rest are general fortune cards. So we're just gonna briefly go through all of them. Not much to say about the cards themselves, but yeah, I'm just gonna try to not make the video so long because there's 200, and of course they're not in a particular order. So we're just gonna get to it. It's pretty straightforward too. You have the title of the card up top, an image, and then their keywords or phrase here on the bottom. Another way that I use these cards is what I call dream keys. By that I mean things for you to focus on that might stand out within your dreams. Because the images that we're gonna see in the cards here can be things that you see in your dreams too. So I would use them for dream readings. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And I like that there's 200 cards in here. I think this is probably my thickest deck. By that I mean the fact that there's 200 cards. I think my other thickest deck has 103 cards, which is, what is it called? The Empress Tarot, wait, the Adventurers Tarot, the Empress deck, I think is what it's called, which I've done a flip through on before, and I'll link it somewhere up here for you guys. I also like the fact that it's not too huge. I have other round decks that are pretty big. Which is one that I have at the top of my head? The Archetype, what's that artist called? Kim Crayons, I think her name is. Came out with an Archetype deck, but it's a round deck. Those cards are pretty huge to shuffle with. But with this deck, it's pretty decent size, so it's not that hard to shuffle with this one. And the artwork is very simple. Like I said, straightforward fortune cards here. You can obviously read these as is, or you can read them like intuitively. By that I mean like, I don't know, for example, kite. Here, kite would mean, oh, vacation. Other things you can read this as intuitively is like kites are generally used to play, to have fun, to catch the wind, which would represent movement too, or an air element, you know, like things of that nature, just as an example. If you want to dive a little bit deeper in your readings when using this deck. Heartache over what you no longer have. Ouch, somebody speared that heart. I was gonna read everything on each card, but I'm like, that's gonna make me very parched. My throat's gonna get too dry. Because it's 200 cards in all. See, this one's interesting. Flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Now, normally when you think of flute, I think some people would assume, you know, pretty music, happiness, things like that. But then the other thing that I noticed here is these flowers kind of look like they're wilted, which would make me relate to this phrase down here. Does that make sense? So with this deck, I read it direct as is, but I also read it intuitively. But I feel like this is one of the best fortune decks out there. The other fortune decks that I've seen have probably like barely 30 cards in there. I am on the lookout for more fortune decks though. I do like fortune cards. I think I only have 2 fortune decks. This one and another one, which I haven't done a flip through on actually. This is one of the months of the year. Obviously, you said February on there. Dog barking advice from a friend. That's cute. Someone is behaving stupidly for the turkey. I think this is one of the houses. Yeah. Now let's do the other pile right here. Climbing towards success. See, other people would see, well, can see a ladder as being like kind of bad luck, I guess. You know, like that superstition, don't walk under a ladder or you get bad luck or something like that. Do you know what I mean, jelly beans? September. And I'll also show you guys an example of one of the spreads that the book has, at least for like the month one, just so you can kind of get an idea of a way that you can use the deck too. Oh my God, is that a person? Or Pinocchio? Because I see a big nose. And like, this kind of looks like a Santa hat, doesn't it? With the little fluff ball there. Oh, wrong way. Whale. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. My finger point. Do you guys know what movie that's from? I will be surprised if anybody knows where that's from. Oh my God, that goldfish looks like it's screaming, hey! Doesn't it? His mouth is open. Wait, there's little people on the legs here. That's cool. July, which is coming up, and my birthday is on July. Well, it's coming up as I'm filming this video. I don't know when this video would be released, but probably before July, I think. Is this cake? Looks like cake or cheese. Pretty cheese. All right, so this is the last card. I'm just going to show you an example of how you can use the deck. Let me just get one of the months out. So I guess we'll go with September. Actually, I have to take the other months out because we're just focusing on September. Well, it's an example, so that's fine. I'll just leave these in here. So in this instance, I would be doing a reading for the month ahead in September. Now it would technically start the day, actually let's look for June since we're in June. So we could do, oh here we go. So we could do month ahead in June. So it doesn't matter the date within the month, but in this case today as I'm filming it is June 20th. So it would be June 20th to July 20th as the month ahead. So we're gonna see what the month ahead is starting June 20th. And you can either do it as 4 cards for like 4 weeks, or if you wanna go deeper into it, you can do the 30 days, like 1 card for each day. But for the sake of the video, to not be so long, I'm just gonna do 1 for each week, I guess. So we'll just do 4. There's 1 there. Oh, I don't have all of them because this is, I mean, I can try to shuffle all of them. I usually do them in 2 different piles because it's so thick, you know, to shuffle all of it. Jesus Christ. All right, how many cards is that? We have 1, 2, 3, 1 more. 1 more. That isn't a month. If we get a month, then I'll just put it back. Well, let's get 1 more. Okay, we'll get that one. There's so many cards here. All right, well, let's see what we have for month ahead, starting June 20th to July 20th. Hopefully this video goes up during that time frame, but yeah, this is just an example either way. So you here, we have Owl, good advice from a wise person. Beetle, good fortune. All right, I'm loving it. Peacock, beware of great pride. All right, well, if you get good fortune, don't be all, you know, boasting about it in people's face, because sometimes that makes people feel like shit. Box, you will receive a gift. I wonder if that has something to do with the fortune. So this would be the month ahead reading for June. It would be the date from when you do the reading, in this case, June 20th to July 20th, and this would be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Hopefully that makes sense. But there's various ways, obviously, that you can use this deck to provide a reading to your clients. You can go off with what the book says, or you can go off with your own spreads, you know, have fun with it. All right, guys, well, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.